So hello and welcome back to Greenwood Adventures. Unfortunately today I was not anticipating to do this episode of Mailbox to Northbrook Street walk. However, during yesterday's cleanup I spotted a really disgusting spot right over here, right just on the mailbox area, and it seems that this spot is quite dirty. So we're just going to start collecting bits from here, and we already have fished out a first item, which is a lighter, and we're going to pick up a bunch of small bits what we can from here, just because it seems like people really got lazy in this zone. No one seems to really care for this spot too much, so we're gonna do what we do best and take care of this place. Now of course this area has a sloped edge over here, so I will be probably running a very small risk of slipping into the canal itself, so I'm just going to be very careful in this spot. Okay, we're gonna avoid this plant over here. So yeah, it's a really shame that this spot is littered to the teeth, well, mostly because the wind ended up blowing most of the stuff in here, but it's really pathetic that no one really came here and not even fished out anything at all from this spot, because honestly the mailbox zone, especially over here, it can be really a beautiful place, but it's just beyond neglected at this point. So yeah, a bunch of cans over here, really disgusting sight. So we're just gonna get what we can from here, and we will walk along this canal again just to check how is the situation overall. Did people litter from yesterday, or is it clean? So yeah, we'll check out how's are the things. So this spot seems to be very stagnant. That's why there's so many duck leaves over here. Yeah, this whole spot looks rather swampy, but mainly because it's like one of those dead ends of the canal. So obviously most of the stuff got blown over here and it got stuck. Got ourselves a stress ball, some bottles. So yeah, it's really pathetic that no one really comes here to take care of this spot. So we'll just fish out most of the stuff that we can reach, and we're going to move on. Yeah, bunch of stuff that really shouldn't really be here at all. Bunch of sticks as well. So as you can see, the city maintenance here is very poor quality, and honestly this entire spot could be very beautiful if only people took care of it, but since no one is taking care of it, so the reputation of this spot is declining, thus creating less potential business for people to come here and hang out. So you know, as you can see, all these kind of things, all these acts have a huge ripple effect. Lots of plastic bits, lots of junk, and let's see. So we're just gonna fish out a bunch of plastic bits and whatnot, and other hidden things. Another lighter, it seems. So we got 2 lighters already in this spot. Let's see. Okay, there we go. And I believe I just clocked in. No, never mind. Okay. So there's lots of junk under these duck leaves. So the site is really not the most beautiful over here. So yeah, as usual, typical case where the wind is that it blows up all the stuff in one spot, and no one comes here to clean. And it's funny because the Canal and River Trust folk should come here to do all the work, but it seems like they are, as usual, don't practice what they preach. I'm gonna get as much stuff as possible from here. There we go. Lots of plastic bits. People litter like that, but at least we're gonna show people what they should do instead of just huffing and puffing. and doing absolutely nothing about it. Now unfortunately today wind is not as strong, so most of the stuff probably won't gonna swim to us from the middle zone. So I'm just brushing to the side stuff so it would uncover me lots of plastic bits, because there's a lot of stuff hidden underneath this area. But yeah, this spot contains a lot of plastic shards, and it looks like it's quite dated as well, based off the textures that these litters now have. Okay, so I'm just gonna push the stuff aside so the stuff from the further points could swim closer to me. There we go. Bunch of mint packets and a bottle. We're gonna fish it out. There we go. So the site wouldn't look as pathetic as it is now. Of course, this spot could use some kind of a pool boy or something like that, just to come and fish out a bunch of these leaves, keep the area a lot cleaner. But obviously this place is quite abandoned, unfortunately, by all the folk. And I have no idea what this is. It probably looks like a pen. I thought it was gonna be a crack needle, but I was wrong. Bunch of bits of plastic. There we go. Bunch of more hidden stuff underneath. Looks like there's a lot of stuff that made up in this spot over here. So we're gonna clean up as much as we can, so this canal would have less stuff in it, and less stuff would end up in other parts of the canals, making our future walks a lot more shorter and cleaner. Yeah, and I'm also doing this for free, so you know. Yeah.
Hiya, how are you? Who told you to clean this one?
Huh?
Who told you to clean one?
Oh, I'm doing it for my own, by myself.
Just 1 second, but somebody seen the camera, that's why.
Ah, right.
Yeah, one photo control.
Just say that it's independent.
Yeah, he's doing independent, I'm doing myself, the clean. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
So who else gonna clean this spot then?
That's the mailbox the cleaner is cleaning.
Because this has been cleaned for months. So
like he's saying, only for the cleaner job he should be Monday. Every Monday I think so he's cleaning.
every Monday. Yeah, right. I mean,
You can't. Sorry.
can I get a reason why? Can you ask him why?
Yeah, one photo control.
Is he scared that I'm gonna slip inside or something like that?
You're asking me, tell me the reason why Canal don't clean this canal, and I'm saying this is the mailbox policy, and the mailbox housekeeping is clean in Monday. I'm going to explain him. Yeah, so sorry. Every morning he clean housekeeping, he cleaner. I was listening to my manager. He said because the people watching in the room is look nice. He says sorry. If for example if anything happened to you, and the dust becoming problem for us. For example.
I mean, normally it would be my fault because I'm doing it on myself anyways. I'm not like under the contract or anything like that. So,
for example, if you slip and he said, why you don't speak with him? For example, if you fell down and if anything happened, and the company say why you don't clean.
but do they really come to here to clean it? Because I honestly doubt it. And it's not like I'm doing anything illegal. I'm just. What is he saying?
He said stop. He said no.
Because I'm not doing anything illegal.
Because he's not in my hand. He
Wait.
said no. He's not allowed.
Hey, I'm doing something good.
I know. I'm understand. You're doing a very nice job. That's what I appreciate you. You are a good job you're doing. And I'm listening to my manager. I explain you. If anything happened, he's coming for the mailbox. Why you give the guy permission?
I mean, obviously,
Because
I'm not
you have
gonna.
nothing safety, nothing here.
Obviously I'm not gonna fall in because I'm not really stupid. I've been doing this for like a good month now.
Same here.
Yeah, everywhere. You have no idea just how many bags I pulled out from this canal, especially from the BCU to the arena. You know that whole canal. So every time when I go from university to home, I just pick up some shit from it.
No for today. Sorry. I need apology. Sorry.
I mean that's fine. I mean yeah. But it's really strange how
You see, tomorrow we clean. Hopefully.
it's not gonna happen.
What can I do? I tell you that's true.
And I see everything what's happening here.
I
It's
know.
shit. Hey, but
Anyway, today is just good. You done nice job. Today now.
I'll get it next time.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah.
So that's a very strange thing that happened. Apparently some manager of the Mailbox don't want this spot to be clean. So what we're gonna do is move on. I found myself a 20 coins, so that's huge. But yeah, so that's really strange. You're not allowed to come here and clean when I believe that the canal area is a public owned thing. So it's really strange that we're not allowed to come here and do good. So it's really strange indeed. I'm doing something good, unlike them, which they chose to do absolutely nothing, especially when they say that this canal is being cleaned, which realistically, let's face it, it's not. Nothing is being cleaned, and I think most of the people here have become quite jaded, if not even worse. So yeah, but yeah, we're gonna move on from this point. No one comes and cleans anything in here, telling a bunch of lies. So we're just gonna move on. Really pathetic of the Mailbox. We got ourselves a half a bag. We're gonna continue with the canal walk, because I believe somewhere in the middle, like right before the bridge where the bars are, there's gonna be quite a bit of a litter. And it seems that the rain has started. It started to rain, so it started to rain quite heavily as well. So there's a high chance that for today we probably won't be able to do the Northbrook Street slope. Sorry. Okay, so let's just pop on the hoodie and we are going to continue with the canal litter collection during the rain. So second video in the rain, very cool indeed, but that won't gonna stop us from keeping this damn place clean. I'm gonna fish out this beer carton, and there was something else that I can't reach. There we go. So yeah, very pathetic of Mailbox management. Very pathetic. It clearly shows that not only people don't clean here, they don't even allow you to clean this place. So that's very strange. I'll do a little bit of a research on this point, but if this place is public, then we're just gonna probably do what we do and don't listen to anybody, because like realistically speaking, why would you want this place to be dirty? They apparently say that this place does get cleaned every Monday by some hired staff, which to me honestly it's a biggest lie ever, because I walk through this area many times and honestly this place is definitely not being cleaned by anyone. But hopefully now they see that this is what's gonna happen to them if they won't. So as I like to say, the seeds have been planted and hopefully now they're gonna take action. If not, then I'm just gonna keep annoying them with my presence, like a proper rebellious act. The fact that they say that you're not allowed to clean the spot, truly questionable. We got a bunch of cans over here because people just love to litter. So we're just gonna collect it, keep this place a little bit clean, and all those lousy cleaners will have a little bit less of a work to do. I mean that's the thing. People became so lazy and they just rely on the people that are hired to come and clean the place. So this is like probably gonna be the most common argument that they play. Oh, someone someone else is paid to come and do this work. Well, too bad. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. So we're gonna have to take matters into our hand. And now we're gonna check the canals. Canal's looking fine. A bunch of bits of plastic here and there. And some hidden loot over here. Okay. People really love to leave their things on the tables here on the bar. Bunch of stuff that can end up in the canal, and that is something we don't want to happen. So we're gonna continue moving on. Let's see, what do we have in here? Some bits of plastic. So that, I think that's one of the other problems that this country has, is that they're too paranoid about the health and safety. Just to keep someone safe, they are rather to have all this city in the mess, which to me, that logic is beyond stupid, to be fair. So that's just my kind of a observation that I noticed, that maybe this country needs to loosen up a grip from the health and safety, because health and safety is probably one of the reasons in this country that everyone's becoming so lazy, so paranoid, and things are just not getting done properly anymore. Let's go check what's going on over here. A bunch of bits of candy and some cans tossed in the corner, because why not? And some bottles hidden underneath the leaves, and some bags of poo, I believe. Not cool, not cool indeed. I'm still in the mailbox area, and I have a full bag already. So, not cool indeed. Alright, spotted a small shard of plastic in the canal. There we go. More plastic shards. Lots of cigarettes in this spot, honestly. Lots of cigarettes. We're approaching the noise pollution zone, as I like to call it, because someone has a bunch of speakers somewhere installed and blasting cringe music. Yeah, so the other side of the canal is a bit littered, but we're not gonna go there. I'm gonna focus mainly on our side. Someone is already littering the place with these fake poppies. There we go. Looks like the petition leaf notes end up in the canal water again as well. Lore update: neither of those clans are good, and it's all getting just unnecessarily political. Okay, some good chunk end up in the canal, fortunately. I believe that's another leaf note from the petition. Exactly. Yep. And some stuff that I won't be able to reach. Oba. Okay. Yeah, lots of plastic in the zone of very old cups, plastic cups that have been swimming here probably for ages, based on the color of the plastic. So you know that's how bad this is, the situation in this area. So yeah, there's still a bunch of plastic in this zone, unfortunately, but most of the stuff I can't reach, and there's a lot of weed bags in this, you know. It looks like we're approaching a very littered spot. Very littered spot indeed. So it seems like the situation hasn't changed for nothing, mainly because probably overnight most of the stuff has been blown into this spot, and now there's new bits of plastic swimming about. So we're gonna fish out as much as we can, and hopefully next time things will be a lot cleaner, which obviously not gonna happen. That's just not how these canals work. And I just fished out some weird item right over here. No idea what this is, so just gonna toss it over here for now. So we're gonna fish out this branch, toss it in the corner, so the people who pretend to clean this spot will pick it up. But yeah, this place is littered to the teeth, it seems to be. And my litter picker is not picking stuff properly anymore. A proper mug tossed in the canal, bottles here and there, and lots of plastic bits. It slipped out. Looks like we found ourselves a very littered spot in here, but yeah, still lots of plastic bits here and there. So it seems like the mailbox area is not clean at all, and it's not being cleaned at all. So we're gonna fish out where we can, get this tiny apple, slippery thing. There we go. It's in here, and it's not anymore. We're gonna get this weird thing that we found. It's probably some kind of wires twisted together, and yeah, it seems like my bag is too full to hold anything in, so let's just move on and dispose of this bag. Okay, that's very odd of people. So we're gonna tie up this bag and leave it over here. Seems like the last bag has disappeared, so at least so they only pick up stuff that is on the ground, but nothing from the canal itself, which is not really cool. And we're gonna move back a little bit, since this spot seems to be very, very littered, since this whole litter pickering business really can get you warmed up fairly quick. Looks like we got bottles as well. So yeah, this is seems to be a very trash spot, and I can't reach it, unfortunately. Lots of plastic bits or whatnot. Okay. We're gonna get as much as we can. What's that? Okay, it's a whole plastic shard, not sure what from and where from. Okay, so it's really interesting how the water starts moving to the other side of the boat, so that's really interesting physics going on over here. But yeah, it seems like this canal is proper littered to the teeth, with a bunch of fireworks as well. So yeah, whomever is celebrating stuff is very not considerate. Lots of shards of plastic in this spot, and some stuff has actually been blown to our side a little bit, so that's good. W boats. There we go. Got the piece that I wanted to get earlier. Bunch of more bags of plastic right over here, accidentally fished out. It's really hard to see for all this junk that is growing on the surface of the canal. I'm pretty sure if people installed simple filters, all this stuff would just disappear. Some kind of a filter system that doesn't burn too much electricity or power or whatnot, and just can collect all that stuff. Alright, so now we're gonna go to another spot that I managed to completely miss out. and just discovered it by accident right next to this sea life aquarium thing. There's like a small branch right under the bridge over here, tiny dead end of the canal which is right over here, but it seems like this spot is a little bit steeper. But we're gonna try to fish out as much stuff as possible, and we're gonna check now if we can reach anything, and it seems like we will be able to. So as you can see, lots of bottles in here tossed, so we're gonna fish them out and keep this place a little bit clean now, at least for a few days. So I think it's the same situation like with the mailbox, where a bunch of stuff got blown into this spot right over here, and no one bothered to come and clean in here. And if someone else gonna pull up and say, oh, don't clean this spot because there are workers that do this, just don't lie to me. Okay, we pulled out a very ancient lighter, so that already shows you that this spot was not cleaned for nothing. The people that work here are too lazy. That's like beyond baffling thing. We're gonna toss a bunch of branches over here, so the people who actually work here could come here and clean it up. And we pulled out a bra for ourselves, so that's weird. I'm not sure what else I'm pulling out. Okay, lots of plastic bottles. I'm gonna pull back not to fall into the canal. We're not stupid, honestly. There we go. I noticed about doing great things is that you're always gonna meet the enemies. If you're gonna do good, you're gonna always meet the evil that will try to prevent you from doing good. So the mailbox management is taking huge L, very huge L indeed. I'm probably being a massive entertainment for some people today, because obviously litter picking is really a rare sight. Yeah, looks like we won't be able to reach other spots from here. So what we're gonna do is pick up this last bit and we will move on over the bridge. I really didn't plan to do any recording from this spot today. Well, unfortunately it seems that Sundays are far worse than Saturdays compared to what we've seen. Move over here just to get ahead of people, and look at this. Someone tied a bag on the branch. And why is this here? Why is this here? Bunch of stuff here and there. Let's check the canal. Seems to be very clean. Even the goose are very happy, except there's one litter on the other side, right on the other side. So yeah, it seems like today the mailbox staff has taken a massive L, a massive L. Well, I did pick up quite a bit of stuff from there. Of course, they have this very obsession of health and safety, that I might slip into the canal or something like that. And I think that's the problem with this country so far, I would say, maybe, is that it's just too obsessed with health and safety to the point where people are not even allowed to do anything at all. Yeah, it seems like our quest is gonna have a lot of challenges of keeping this place clean. We're gonna make probably a lot of enemies in this holy quest of cleaning the city, which is really strange. And what is this? This looks like poop in here. So we're gonna actually collect it. So yeah, this is my first time collecting someone's poop. I assume it's dogs, but no idea. So we're gonna collect these bits. Thankfully they're in hardened state, not some diarrhea state. And we're going to wash the litter picker in the water, and we're gonna pick up a bunch of bits of plastic and move on. Lots of bits of things here and there. And unfortunately, this whole place is littered to the teeth. Okay, found ourselves a tiny bottle. Very strange. And we found ourselves a bag. So there we go. Gonna grip the bottom of it so the water could spill out, and there we go. We have ourselves a bag. So yeah, I'm just going to do this probably canal walk because it's raining today, and I'm going to spare the Northbrook slope. Unfortunately, working in the rain is not the best idea, especially on the slope. Sliding down off the slope will be a lot greater risk. So we're just gonna do this simple Mailbox to Northbrook Street walk by the canal. We'll keep it at that, I guess, for today, since the British weather today is really unpredictable.
Well done.
Thank you. Can't wish that one. And we found ourselves a candy wrap, plastic shards. So this spot is gonna be probably very boring. Plastic shards or whatnot. I don't know what this is. Wow. A candy wrap that looks very well rusted. Canal rusted, that is. Just small bits here and there, and some tissues dropped right over here. Not cool by the people, not cool. To commit such an act of sin, that's crazy. But yeah, I'm completely overdressed for this day because it's impossible to get dressed right in this place because it's humid and it's cold, but if you move too much then you get super warm, so it's very annoying how you can't get it right. At least we're gonna get rid of most of the things. Not sure what this is. Some plastic bit again. Lots of plastic in here. Oh, that's one massive chunk. No idea what this is. Looks like plastic. Oh yeah, there we go. Looks like the scaffold softening thing. We will carry this one in our hand, so can't really fit this one in the bag. Massive item that we just fished out. And some part is happening on the boat. I'm gonna pull out this bag, and it looks like a ripping of white bag. I hope it's not my bag, not remains of my bag, even though it looks like it could be my white bag remains. That's probably a bit that swam all the way here from the deposit zone. That's a really high possibility. Yeah, I really just hope it's not my plastic bag remains from the deposit zone that we cleaned up last time, and thankfully most of the bags disappeared. This video should already show you just how pathetic things really are in this place, because we have management who actually does not want you to clean the spot. They want to live in litter. It's really bad situation in the city when they have a bunch of useless management people that prefer not to clean the space. So yeah, this spot so far looks clean, except maybe just small bits of plastic here and there. Much of litter in the grasses over here, just candy wraps, and more poop in the grass. Oh boy, this country is falling apart for real. And there's something floating ahead, and it looks like a can, paper cup, and it's floating away from the shore. So we're gonna try to grab it before it goes too far. There we go, snatched it in time. This snake thing really makes my day a lot harder. Maybe I'll just grab it by the end that is a lot smaller, so I could save more grip for the bag. And we're gonna pull out a can that looks very old, which shows that it's been here for a while. But yeah, the situation in this city is really pathetic. But you know, little by little, we're gonna get this cleaned. Obviously, I'm treating this whole thing as a hobby, so realistically speaking, I shouldn't get myself too annoyed about it. Just accept the fact that this is gonna be an endless kind of a mission. Just work this thing in peace. And now we're gonna check out this spot over here where I accidentally dumped a couple of bags or baskets into this canal from yesterday. I want to check if those bags managed to reach the shore or not. Now, of course, in the morning I did pull out 3 bags that managed to swim up to the shore, which is one right over here. Let's check if another bag's made it. Thing is, I don't really remember how many there were tossed in. But at the same time, unfortunately, we clocked in ourselves a coconut, and I don't think I will be able to reach it. Actually reached it. Okay, this one looks like it's been drilled into the top. Situation at the top seems to not get any better. Hello. So I'm just going to collect a bunch of pieces from here. Take these 2 baskets that are quite heavy. Oh yeah. So yeah, I fished out 3 baskets today in the morning. Not sure where's the 3rd one. Maybe someone carried it to this spot over here. But I remember specifically 3 of them that I fished out. I'm gonna pull this one over here. Keep this bag here. And I spotted something right over here. Our mighty bag. Oh, but it's quite heavy because it's soaked with dirt and water. Oh, there we go. I have no idea if where's the other ones. So we're just gonna check a little bit along the canal. Right over here. Just move a little bit further and check if maybe they swam somewhere. They shouldn't really get too far from this spot, realistically speaking. I'm gonna pull out this bottle from here. Yeah, it doesn't seem like this spot has been littered too much, except for some bags in here and just a little bit of a litter on the other side, which we won't be able to reach. But yeah, at least we fished out a couple of the bags from the canal now, so they're secured, and my bag is ripping apart. I'm going to go here because there's a cyclist ahead. Are you going here or there?
I'm going up there.
Alright.
Up there, my friend, thank you.
Chose the wrong path then, I guess.
Okay, let's see, try and get up there if I can. Whoa, yes, come on.
So yeah, 2 bags today again, even though it's literally next day. So today is Sunday. We got 2 bags for ourselves from the mailbox area specifically, and the rest looked like it's just a bunch of stuff swim from other spots. But as you can see, unfortunately, the situation with the canals is not gonna ever improve. But at least we're gonna keep some of the stuff clean. We're making progress, obviously. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you like to see more of this kind of a content, make sure to drop a like, comment something nice, and subscribe so you wouldn't miss out on my newest uploads. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.